Thank you for joining me this afternoon. And whenever you watch it, thank you for watching. So today it's going to be really quick. I want to talk to you really quickly about meal prep and meal planning. I got those backwards. First we plan, then we prep. and I'm going to go back to when I first started a little bit and tell you a little bit about that. So when I first started planning my meals, it took forever. It took forever because I wanted to get it right. So I want to simplify this for you a little bit. And just, I want you to start out with thinking about when you're planning for what you're going to eat next week. I want you to think about the things that you already like eating. And I know that may include some bad stuff. So put that on the menu, and we'll talk about that where it goes in a minute. But really think about the things you like to eat that you know are healthy. So if you like a salad, have that for lunch every day. And there's really good homemade salad dressing recipes that I make that will last you the whole week, so you can prep that once and be done. And it's very simple. It's like 5 ingredients. It's very simple. It's done, and it's healthier for you than the other stuff that you're going to get. But I got a little pup below me here playing with the tripod. So that's when you start to plan out your week, just think of the things that you already love, and then think of the things that you know that you like that are healthy, because it's going to help you in the beginning especially, and for those who need to get back on track because maybe COVID has thrown you off, just think about the things you know you love first, okay? Put that on the list. I eat the same thing for breakfast every day, and I've been doing that for years. Even when I first started, I think I started out maybe with eggs, but you know what? I don't know. I think I was already told by the time I really started planning my meals that I could eat oatmeal for iodine purposes for my thyroid. And so I started eating oatmeal every day. And so in the summer, I eat kind of an overnight oatmeal that really takes like an hour. So I make it in the morning usually before I work out. And I just add, almond milk and a little bit of maple syrup and cinnamon. And then I top it with strawberries and also walnuts, and I eat that every day with my shake. And sometimes I mix it up a bit, but the reason I like doing the shake with it is because that way I get 2 servings of veggies with every meal. It's important for me to try to get 2 servings of veggies 3 times a day, because according to the meal plan that I'm on, I should get 6 servings of veggies a day. I'm on a vegan meal plan and 6 servings. For the people that are in the same category as me, and it's usually based on your weight and if you want to lose weight or not. Basically, and this is the portion control plan, which I need because I have a problem with letting my portion sizes get too big. So portion control is very important for me. There is another plan that's a little more flexible when it comes to that, but I would definitely eat too much that way. So anyhow, according to my plan, I need to get veggies at least 6 servings a day, which is a cup. So I put 2 servings in my shake every morning, and that way I get it with my oatmeal. But yes, when you're planning your food, try to plan maybe an easy breakfast to make. There are egg cups, there is like Greek yogurt, there are all sorts of things that you can eat on a daily basis or every other day throughout the week. And just make it easy on yourself. Don't overcomplicate it like I did in the beginning. I made it so complicated, and we often overthink things when they are so simple. So the next thing is, once you've got your plan, you want to go through and see what you need to buy. So check your cupboards, your fridge. Usually you're going to need fresh produce and fresh fruits and things like that. And I have in my notes section in the phone my list. And over the years, I've added to the list. And what I do is, if I need it, I will write out need and however many of the thing that I need. So I have like produce section and I have the spices section. So I have it in sections, kind of like a store is set up, so that I can get everything, and then I just delete the need as I go through the store. That works for me. There are apps out there that you can create your own food list. It's just really important not to go to the store without a list, because you'll end up buying stuff you don't need. But when you have that list, what that does is it saves you money. I saved so much money in the beginning because I was following a list, and it saves you so much money. So having that list, put it in your phone, and then go to the grocery store and stick to the list. So I spend most of my time in the produce section. Again, I'm vegan, or I eat a vegan diet. So there are that's where most of my food comes from. I do cook from scratch or create from scratch, because I'm not necessarily cooking a salad all the time. I do buy frozen foods, and I do buy beans and legumes, which are in different aisles throughout the store. And then like the almond milk is in, the refrigerated section. But most of my time at the store is spent in the produce section. Makes it really simple if you've got it set up, where you've got all your produce on the list together to get it done. Back to that creating the list thing, I can't put it on paper, because if I do, I usually leave it at home. And what's really funny about that though is if I write it down, it's in my head, so I generally can remember. I just kind of think back of what the page looked like, and I have that kind of ability. But yeah, that's why I put it in my notes section of my phone, make sure I get everything that I need. So when you get back from the grocery store, this is where you should probably, if you can't do it right away, but eventually wash your veggies and your fruit and cut up veggies for the week. What are you going to eat this week? Are you going to roast some vegetables? Are you just going to have salad? What are you going to eat? So like if like cucumbers, I don't like to cut up cucumbers until I'm going to use them. So if I do a salad with cucumber, I will cut it up the night before or that morning before I eat it, or right before I eat it. And usually I only use like half of a cucumber, so I'll save that other half. It's okay a day later, but not Friday if it's Monday. So there are certain vegetables and fruits like that. So you want to kind of be careful with what you cut up, but you can at least start your week out with some cut up veggies. So cut up your veggies for whatever you're eating, and then start prepping. You don't have to prep everything at once. And I will say, a lot of people, when they start their Monday, they don't know what they want to eat on a Friday. Now, you should have a plan in place, and you should already know what you're going to be eating. But let's just say that something comes up and you don't really want to eat what's on the menu. At least you have some food at home that you can kind of put together and make a new meal. So try to follow the plan, but if not, you have this food. But in saying that, what you can make in addition to the veggies is like quinoa or rice. You can start to put those together. Those are always really good to have in salads and for like a dinner portion of a dinner. There are things that you can prep. As a vegan, things that I prep before are tofu and tempeh, because I like them really marinated because they soak up everything, so they taste a lot better if they're doing that for a while as opposed to just for an hour or two. So I like to do that so it's all ready for me as the week continues on. Now, the last thing, and I kind of touched on this before, the last thing when you're planning your week and you're thinking about the things that you love to eat, I want you to plan a cheat meal. This, to me, was what saved me in the beginning. I put all my energy into eating so good throughout the week that by the time I got to that cheat meal on the weekend, and I usually planned it for the weekend, I like enjoyed it so much. Like it was such a treat. And it was a reward. And I don't like to say give yourself food as reward, but in the beginning, maybe that's what you need to do, because this is such a big change for so many people to start, eating better and just being a little bit more healthy. So it can be daunting if you don't, allow yourself a little bit of that. Now what I do, I don't really plan it. I usually allow myself a little bit of a cheat throughout the week. I still drink alcohol. I still have dessert. I still do live when it comes to food. I just control it a little bit better. For the majority of the time, I'm eating healthy. And my body has reflected that. I feel healthier than I ever have felt before. So a lot of people think eating healthy is so hard, but I promise you it's not. There's just little things you can do, because I don't do hard. I don't do complicated recipes. Every once in a while I'll do something really kind of, out there, but not very often. I just eat simple things, and in the beginning, maybe that's what you need. So let's just put together kind of a menu for you for a day of the week, just really quick. Okay, so for breakfast, we're gonna have like veggie cups, because we're in a hurry. We gotta get to work. We need something quick and to take with us. So veggie cups are really good. There's a ton of recipes out there. You put some vegetables in there. I used to do it with eggs. I've done it with chickpea flour. Both really good. So then you might be hungry if that's all you're eating for breakfast. So around 11, you may need a snack. So let's say our snack is going to be Greek yogurt with some, maybe a splash of vanilla and some fruit, and fresh fruit, Greek yogurt that has nothing added to it, low-fat Greek yogurt, and then some fresh fruit for your 11 o'clock snack. And then you have lunch. So lunch is a salad. So you're going to choose a protein. So say that's chicken. So maybe like last night you had chicken. So this is leftover chicken. You're going to throw in a salad. You choose a leafy green, and you choose a couple of other vegetables and homemade dressing. So there's your lunch. And then after that, you have maybe an afternoon snack. And maybe that's where you have like a piece of fruit and some nuts. And then for dinner, you get your favorite protein and a couple of veggies, and it's like a meat and two. Or for me, it's not meat, but that's kind of what I do for dinner. So there you have it. It's really simple, and I don't want you to overcomplicate it. Eating healthy does not have to be difficult. If you want more help, just DM me and we can talk, because there's so much information out there, and I'm learning so much more in my master's program, and there's so much information in the platform that I use. So I have answers to your questions, and because I don't want you to get out there and get lost through the internet, because there's a bunch of misinformation out there. All right, I will see you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. See ya.